For the news we get around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, hey, our voices come. Credibility, now we ability. News, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. Call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices down. Hi yeah, give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You call on me, count to me anyhow. We speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. For the news we get around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, hey, our voices come. Credibility, now we ability. News, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like a nigga we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices down. Hi yeah, give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. You count on me, you count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, let's get the power. call on me, yeah. Count on me anyhow. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change, they get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hey, 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 voices come. Credibility, now we ability. News, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl begin the security power. You can call on me, yeah. Count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, voices down. Hi, yeah, give the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on me anyhow. Give the news, give the view, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. The human them, girl begin the security power. You can call on me, yeah. Count on me anyhow. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. Speak free and fearless, inclusive journalism. For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change, they get the masses involved. Staffs them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, hey, voices come. Credibility, now we ability. News, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl begin the security power. You can call on me, yeah. Count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly.
You are watching Liberty Online TV.
every Saturday, the sports show, we can give you a tentative ideas of all the different sports them now the country, especially with basketball, volleyball, badminton, cricket, and the likes. So welcome for watch we live na Liberty Online TV. And today, for can discuss the sports news today, we're there with Mr. Pali, we're now with guest. Mr. Pali, welcome to the studio.
Thank you very plenty to you, Mr. Presenter Alicious. I want to say good afternoon to viewers and listeners of the show.
Okay, so that's now Mr. Pali. We're here for helping at the studio for give a tentative view about how sports day now the country. And today, not forget to say yourself can be part of the conversation. Just follow our YouTube channel, with Facebook page Liberty Online TV, or you can send a text message to the number +232 74 545. Today we get for the topic we'll get for look at today. We all know say 2026 World Cup qualification day at hand next year, and with that Leone Stars, they part of that particular competition day with regards of whether we go qualify. And presently, we all know how the table is. So now that's going to be the main topic before we start to the other side of the parts on the coin. But before we go that, kudos and congratulations to the female team, the under-17. We just win a victory na Liberia. So now we can really see waiting that mean to the football fans them and the football lovers them. So Mr. Pali, we don't see the female team, not only this under-17, but even the likes of the Sierra Stars, where we go win the WAFU Zone A competition. So it becomes a trend now to see whenever this female team then go out, then they count something for we, where they make you feel proud of waiting that they do. So whose kind joy you feel say then participation and the winning can bring not only to the football lovers but to the country at large?
Thank you once more, Alicious. I think first of all, I want to say congratulations to the girls and just for support you for what you say, for a work well done, and also congratulations to the executive committee of the Sierra Leone Football Association, headed by Mr. Babadi Kamara, the newly elected president of SLFA. The reason being, when he take over office, he made this plan already the other day, and now we know say in administration, we are talking about governance, a success story, and also continuity. When Babadi Kamara take over, he made this plan already there for the under-17 tournament for playing at Liberia. We get 4 of them, but Mali pull out of the WAFU A Zone A female competition at Liberia. So then go ahead with the plan of 3 teams. We get Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Senegal. So with that, Babadi Kamara try for make up, say then look at the technical team, then get a coach. We be already all they try very well with female team. And one thing, but I want to say kudos also to the past administration, because when we get the 2 successful female Premier League, will be there they play, and from there they able get in girls here, even to the Sierra Star ladies there will be win the Wafu A when at the senior female team, will be win the Zone 8 tournament also, where then by be winning at Liberia is a success story also. Then from there we look at this other under-17, we do under Mr. Babadi Kamara. That is show you say we not only play female league, but we will identify the talents them in that league. The first edition of the female league was won by Mobemo Queens, and they will get a senior female national selection right across the country with the 10 or 12 female teams that will be participate. This year we end, then we get another one way, then we get 10 now we play. And inside that 10 day, we also say Ram KFC from Bo also win the female championship, and from there they will get the young girls here will fall within the category of the under-17. It was a success story. They not lost no game. The big champion win. So they only draw with them 2 games with the draw. When they played this last game, they beat Liberia by 4 goals to 1. Really, they saw because they play like a Oman away because of the number of teams where Mali began for withdraw. So we only play on ourselves on a 2-round basis. I don't play Mali 2 times. So you play Senegal 2 times, play Liberia 2 times. Same as to the other teams them. and that is a success story. So for us to wait, you say yes, indeed, it was a very brilliant one. It was a very good success story to the new administration of the Sierra Leone Football Association, headed by Mr. Babadi Kamara today, where he then say then go left for go collect the team, then go come now salon back from Liberia and see what next for the young girls here.
Yeah, this go back to the same question where Agualo look at, say they go pick the team for comeback. Whose kind joy within being a Sierra Leonean knowing that your female team they're out there under 17, but they do something great. And in terms of putting your country to the mark, sometimes the pinnacle can be different. We go just here and say no, na under 17, na female team, but at least you get something for play to the psychological side of the whole country. And remember, you're looking at other things their way can be a problem in the country, but at least that side of football will get excitement. So as a Sierra Leonean, as a citizen, knowing that, even if you not follow the game, but knowing that saying Sierra Leone under 17, they win something out of West Africa, what think that mean for her?
Oh yes, as I say, it's a success story. It's a very, very, very good success story. I want to say once more, congratulations to the girls. It's unfortunate that not only in Sierra Leone, but the world at large, female football get less attention. I make FIFA they put more premium or more emphasis on female football. If I say the last female World Cup, the money will be increased now for this one they come, that all the winner will get 2 times within the male team they get, because they want people to put more attention. People that get less attention. Female football will get more attention in the world at large. Even when they do the Ballon d'Or, where the female player will win the female player of the year, talk and clear. One of the emphasis really let them support female football. May they give more support to female football. They say how best they go able to get the opportunity for allow them girls here for going more and more opportunity. So it's a cut across story. Come back to Africa, the same thing. So not doubt about we own girls there. We need for give them heroes welcome. But again, when you look at the attention, we'll not get more attention on female football. As I say, some man say and say boring, but I want to watch female football and not like woman football. You don't see, but this naturally happen right across the world. I make FIFA don't make sure say in the female World Cup the money don't double from waiting they be get the last female World Cup. So with this they should say yes, FIFA want to get more attention, more premium, put her on female football. So we happy as Sierra Leoneans, as a citizen, as a patriot. We really appreciate we girls them. Should say there is a talent. If we not be play them past 2 seasons female league, we not be able to identify the young girls they are. Should say I don't get a team. The only two they expect now from the new administration, which I believe under the leadership of Babadi Kamara they go do, may they able to keep them girls here together from under 17, may them go now to under 20, got the next stage and now they look at under 20 now, then push the 1 year ahead now, may them be the under 23 or the female national team. Because when they get a continuous category, you able to get a better team with all it together, with understand themselves, with the kind of coach with all it to them. You able to move yourself with the same coach back where they come there from under 17 or 20, make them move with the coach, because the coach gets in philosophy. You know them players that he do to them. He do them as one together. So that togetherness, you able to move them and get a better team. That we already ask for the football association. Make them use a continuity plan with them young girls here from under 17 now. Make them go there because you need to play under 17 to them. From there, take them to the under 20 because FIFA get under 17, under 20, under 20, and national. So now 4 categories. So from the under 20, under 17 to under 20, make them begin developing now for a next under 20 female tournament. So we don't get a strain again for being go identify players. Okay, we don't identify there. It was a brilliant story. You get a brilliant performance of them guys. When you follow them, it's going to be the send the link, will be they follow them. They played well, get a brilliant goalkeeper. What player the women of the match. In many games, all the games we'll play, we play the win. We get one lady will win 2 times or player of the match. Others the scatter even we goalkeepers that we win women of the match. So all and they should say yes, there is a light in the tunnel for female football in Sierra Leone. We hope say the administration will take to this, which I believe they will take, because somebody whether they into club administration, not take over the SLFA, know that as a continuity plan, we start from there for continuity. And so with this under 17, we will see a move them to the under 20 and expect much performance and success from them.
Yeah. So you echo something about the lady who win the female best player in the world. And then we also look at times we are in the England national team, the female, then back they come out say they're going to need the same support where the man then can get. They feel say them back able do and achieve things them for lay them back put the country in the limelight. Looking at the kind of support we can get for the Sierra Leone men national team, the Leone Stars, how they can go, the boarding, the hotels and everything. Then looking at the female side of the team, is it like probably this now a wake-up call for this new committee for no say, wow, I think the supporting might not be equal, but something where then ladies they are sober go look at and appreciate, say, wow, it's worth it for wearing the Sierra Leone national badge.
Yes, indeed. As you don't measure, even when the England coach win the female coach of the year 2 times, they said that'll be the first possible to make England or win that achievement. Even the male will get, the women they don't get them. So the success story of England now through the female football. So same way so in Sierra Leone, the success story of we now with female football. So because of that, I believe it's executive committee. One thing what don't lay the affair of every listeners, you they follow, you say when they do the program and that, then per diem, there was no anything they care about lodging, feeding, accommodation in terms of standard, everything they play because they were really take care of. Don't a minor player, you know, we show them money to them, but they will get, get that kind of money, we will get the kind of money to the national male team or the male team, but they'll get something they will appreciate. The only thing now will keep them together. We will come and spend money because that FIFA they try for push over now for get more support for female football. I mean, say the last female World Cup, so this one they can now, they don't double the money now. So the world winner, for example, will be $30,000 or $40,000. Now they go to $60,000 or $40,000 or $50,000. So the money will be doubled by 100%. So FIFA really wants let them get more attention on female football. Let people be able to control female football in a way. We don't compare the two male, but let them move side by side at least now 60-40 or 70-30. But you don't make them 50-50 because the love and passion people get for male football, you don't get them. So even male football, you see women they only follow male football. But woman football, you know, few women, few man, you don't see man. So but the male football and both man and woman they follow the male football. Arsenal play today, you see the picture where Arsenal jersey, they go watch United all because now male football they follow. So that kind support that FIFA they look at, let them get some small to the female football so that go develop more in a way out in it. But this gradually female football will develop in the world from FIFA standard, UEFA standard, take them to Africa, when a CAF standard, we don't see process and progress. So I believe this administration will continue like that, try for keep there. And the woman will go with them at the head of female football now the football association when I'm Madam Ramke. She's also an ex-official of the Sierra Leone Football Association, executive committee member. She's the owner of Ramke. She knows what about female football. So with this kind of thing, based on the report where they can send to the executive committee, when they go sit at an executive committee meeting, go see, say yes, indeed, this executive committee, headed by Babadi Kama, they should say yes, they die for female football, they want to see female football improve and get them for a better standard, take them from Musaide to another level also.
So it's all where this, we look at this SLFA for can begin prioritize and look at female football, how we for make it evolve, putting on the right structures, putting on the right management, like you said, the lady where they had them. So with all that, how optimistic you be in terms of with female, because looking at their Africa Cup of Nations for women, their female World Cup. So also you see this team they go from now to the year or 2 years from now. Also you see this team and how optimistic you deal with this team, because sometimes also we can put the right structures, we can put the right management, we can get them all the way to the ones, but for go achieve or for go deliver, it can be a challenge. So also you see this team, then how optimistic you deal with this particular team here?
When I see progress for this team, then I'm very optimistic. Say through this new administration, where they're ready for move female football or promote the football in particular to another level. The reason being, why are they say from under 17, maybe they're moving out to under 20? Even today, the Victor Osimhen they play for Galatasaray, will be the Napoli, move from various clubs in Europe. It's a success story from under 17. He go from there, he play under 20, under 20 to national team. He go through the cadre, through the different categories. Today, you have a very success story. Same way, so when we get a team, move them. If we not get an academy now, but then they move them from different, because the way they all load it together, you get that teamwork, you get that camaraderie. Say, now what we do under 17, from the under 20, under 20. So that kind of category, the way they move them. So this executive committee, I'm very optimistic, say they will take football to another level with the kind of passion and with the people with the around the football, more on the female rep, Madam Ramata Kamara Aja Ramke, where she's also the an executive committee member. then we're able to push the way football for winner this coach. Because a lot of stuff forget a female team or a national team, we got to begin pick player. Now all this because we know they get continuous stories about it. That continuity now, you know they. So we will keep them guys here together from under 17 now. The next stage and for Gumle, and since I don't get under 20 female tournament, they will take them same pick here about go play to go start from zero or from scratch. Now you don't get already a team. Move them together. Because the coach will do them. So where they move them, make them move with the coach. From under 17, Madam Coach, a nickname Taribo, he had done well, he done well for this team, would not push his team out to under 20. Then begin searching out for other under 17 girls there now. So if I say, get that generation gap again, whether they fade out, or they kind of under 17 now, will come back again, take from there, from whether they get it out under 23. Where they come under 17 now, go take from under 20. So how they move there, so they get all that one back. So they get a very good successful plan against the process or for the process where they look at. So I believe the executive committee will do it, and this will be a very good plan. I'm very optimistic. They were fortunately more, not only in Sierra Leone, but all over the world, female football not be get that kind of support. I made in Infantino, they push it, made them get more support, more resources, more sponsorship for female football, so that it will get that kind of camaraderie where they look where the male game get. We don't compare them, but at least we'll get small competition between the male football and the female football. So in Sierra Leone, we will move from that side and get more results for the female teams.
Well, kudos to the female management side, especially the structures where they get beyond the female team, starting from the under 17. Come up, we tell them congratulations for setting the bar very high. Whosoever they don't go with the Waffle Zone A or no go left behind, done this competition where they don't go win na Liberia. So if you just join we, this na the Liberty Sports where they come to you live na Liberty Online TV, and you can follow we na the YouTube page and watch the program back na Facebook page, and you can also be part of these conversations. Waiting you message to the under 17 female coach or to the female board in terms of the SLFA, waiting for prioritize. And so they can take a very short break, then after that they can focus now on the male team, which now the darling Leone Stars, waiting at the hope with the World Cup qualifications. We know say the 8th of October and the 12th of October we get two important games them. We go either make we left behind or we go as best losers. So after the break, don't forget, stay tuned to the Liberty Online TV so that you go listen with who they can talk as Paali go give you a tentative overview of Leone Stars' hope. So welcome back to the Liberty Sports, right now Liberty Online TV. You can stream on our Facebook page and YouTube page, and you can also be part of the conversation. Just text to the number +232 074 200 545. Well, today we're still there with Mr. Paali, where they give you a tentative overview of certain things that where they happen at the Sierra Leone sport, especially under the football side. We don't look at the under 17, and now we look at the main theme of the day, the main topic of the day, where now the hope for Leone Stars qualifications of 2026 World Cup. So quickly, before we go inside the main thing there, I just want to get a brief thing. Is there hope?
Well, it's football. You cannot say never until the final minute. So never say never until we get the final where the qualifying they go on. For me, yes, there is a hope and there is a light in the tunnel so far for our national team because it's football. Now, just they follow the Manchester United game and they have time. Would have been no say Brentford will take. Although it will be a difficult game for Man United, but we'll never be there in the first half. United will go down by 2-1. So it's football. Anything can happen. On paper, you will get the favor, but in the pitch of play, it's a different game. So for answer to your question, there is hope and there is a light in the tunnel for we in the World Cup qualifying so far.
Okay. Quick one. I be try for watch the tally how the teams then they so far. I look at Egypt. Egypt gets 20 points so far. I look at Burkina Faso with the second. Burkina Faso gets 15 points. Then Sierra Leone gets 12 points. And then if Sierra Leone win the next two games, 12 plus 6, we will get 18 points. So basically, that first side day, we not go reach again now the number one because 18 for each 20, it not go happen. But there is room for best losers coming up. And the way we don't struggle and the way we don't reach that particular peak day, Burkina Faso, we just did 3 points ahead of them. So, waiting you feel say we for do in terms of the next two games they are so where they come for let we really did that side away CAF go they look at you say okay probably we'll take Salon as best loser for go play whether it's a knockout for the qualifications or whatever because the first place if we get for be realistic we know they reach there again. Egypt whether they draw whether they lost they don't get that 20 points there. So what do you think say we for do different if we really want to match up as best losers na that table there?
Thank you once more. As the listener, they get the overview or a full background of the World Cup qualifying for 2026. We're going to be hosted in 3 different countries, when America, Canada, and Mexico. Infantino, when in second time he reach, he say he gets a new idea we put at the table in the FIFA Congress when I be the election we be going to oppose for let's see say yes indeed he want change the face of football in the world. One among them na the Club World Cup champion with them be they play with 7 teams. We say no, let's increase it to 32. May all the 6 continents in the world get representation. So you find out say if it already win the Champions League or they win the Africa what you call the Africa Champions League, the UEFA, whatever, the other top teams them in Europe for take part instead of 7, it increase it to 32. Same as so the World Cup, you say instead of 32 now, it will increase it to 48, but with a different format. So this 48 is fine for teams in the world, but the format very, very, very difficult. So the way how Infantino tell the members were made up of FIFA 211 or 212 members in FIFA, that the 2026 World Cup will get 48 teams, but they get for play. And when a slot or when a number they increase. We'll get 9 groups in Africa, look until we inside now we content Africa. We'll get from group A to I. So if you take them from A, B, C, D to I, na 9. So where Salo we fall now group A. Group A we get 6 teams with it. We na Sierra Leone, Egypt, Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, and Djibouti and Ethiopia. These are 6. But each of the 9 group now 1-1-1 they qualify. We na 9. So Africa already you get 9 slots. Africa will possibly get 10. How? The 9 slots they already don't go automatic. Then they defend the 4 best losers that the 9 group them. And then 4 best losers then they one they finish second with the highest points them. For example, we say Egypt don't get 20. Don't say for mathematically Egypt don't qualify. They'll be top leader now we go. They'll go automatically to the World Cup. So they watch now the other group. They all the first man they don't go. They watch the 9 group. Then the 4 best losers them. For example, Salon finish second. If we end up with 18 points, they watch now the other group them. They go to group B. Then finally say the second man gets 17. They go to group C. Finally say the second man gets 16. They go to so they finally say the best group leader Salon already would have secure for second place in that mathematical way. Therefore, best loser then they are the 9 group. Then they take amongst them. They play themselves what we call semi-final. Semi-final into group stage now one no more. Not to a knockout stage they play Salon, pair with other country play, then get the 2 finalists there. The 2 finalists there now they go play final. When they play this final, they get one. The one they win the final, that one they represent Africa for that best loser day. Already we don't get 9 we don't go. So that best loser now the 4 group now from group A to I when a 9 group, you don't get them 4, then they play so like a semi-final. They defend the while they win the final, they win amongst the 4. That one though they win. Now they go play to call continental playoff with the exception of Europe because Europe gets 16 place. Europe already don't get them 16 space. So we'll get 9. Tendency there for that one day they play where they represent Africa or the other continent there, the Oceania, the Conca Bill, where you get there, Mexico and others. They go group win now with the other hand. Then I think one continent where they get 2 teams. Now we Asia, Oceania, they get 1-1-1. With the other one they make 4. With that 2 they make 6. Then go play themselves, say then get 1. So it might be say Africa will get the 1. It might be say Africa not they get the 1. So the format very, very difficult. So the best make you always see now you they finish top. Because you finish top, automatically you don't go for the World Cup. But that 4 best losers, and we have seen the group right now, it's very difficult. Now Salon, we get 12 points with the 3rd. You get other team like right now, you get some group them where they get 14-14, 15-15. You want the group, again for be very difficult. So mathematically, if Salon try for be the best losers, one of the best losers among the 9, for be the 4 best losers among the 9 group, Lord win or 2 with last 2 games there. And come, as you rightly say, come on the 8th of October, with the host Burkina Faso, where they second with 15 points. And Burkina Faso now, they host them, so then already they second, they play inside Liberia as we home ground. We forgot that for beat Burkina Faso, we don't equal with points. But again, we come out again. We get for travel away. And Burkina Faso, the last game, now at home, they play against Guinea-Bissau. Whereas we on last game on the 13th of October, they play against Djibouti. And Djibouti, they play away from home because they still don't get problem. They own match, they play inside Morocco. So if I say, let me try, but it's very difficult. But me, we don't make it clear say, we they play more as a warm-up, as a build-up for the Nations Cup qualifying come next year March. But we say for this World Cup, the format very, very tedious. It's very, very difficult. It's not go easy for like if Alec Kidogo as best loser safe, where you go play that playoff amongst una 4. Forget the one where they represent Africa. From there take una go to the continental playoff. Forget the one now they add for that one space where FIFA they look for amongst the other continent there. Well, continent they exclude now Europe because of them wide space, the participation, they already don't get 16. They're not going to go by that playoff day. Now we, Asia, Oceania, and the CONCACAF region, now we get for day as one. So it's a very difficult one. When you look at the group self, if I say Salon, presently as we speak, we're not there amongst the 4 best losers. Because you get team right now with the second. If you will get 16 points, some man gets 17. Before you can think about Salon, also we best second man. Now Burkina Faso will get 15. So it's a very tedious one. It's a very difficult one. But as I say, there's a light in the tunnel. Mathematically, we might be able to go for the playoff for winning 2 games. There. We hope that the other groups then begin to get points. Because when we watch some group, if I say even for small, all man get chance. Like the group we say, I don't know if it's Madagascar then group. Wow. All man get 16-16. All of the first 4 all get 16-16. That is you say that they must get one of the best losers there. Because mathematically, if I say some man go, they say the one will end up with 22 points. Whereas the second man said you will end up with then 17 or 18 points. So they must go get best losers there because they get 60-60. But mathematically, as I say, we'll get hope for the second slot of the second best losers.
So imagine if you they try for day in the mind of Mohamed Kalon now, going into these 2 games. And you talk something very significant the way you talk about saying, let's just prepare for the Africa Cup of Nations. And mind you, not to you one great talk, I'm even the president of NSA, Emmanuel Safa also. Mm-hmm. He mentioned, say, we don't put them into Mohamed Kalon, say, yes, this World Cup, it's tedious, but the Africa Cup of Nations, you for qualify, you need for make it happen. So, you feel like, say, this 2 game where Mohamed Kalon they go into, let's take a preparation more. Because if we assess the last 2 games against Guinea-Bissau and Ethiopia, something lacking in the first game, where you do a twist in the second game, we see a whole lot of a difference. Coming to this next 2 games, how, in looking at the spec of Mohamed Kalon, how if we hide these 2 games there, so like you say, Africa Cup qualification is very much significant. So is it like they use it as a preparation? Because I think this particular two game gets a lot for talk about the national team.
Thank God you see we get the executive director of the National Sports Authority, Mr. Fabio Adult, just say the same thing. They will prepare, not to magic, not to anything like not any science work at something for big maker. We never qualify for Young Continental. The one go for Pole for World Cup. It's unfortunate. They're going to get Pikin. Pikin able pass MPS, Iwale go sit Beckett. No, they'll get a stage. You see, there's every time we go developmental stage. Yeah, now the foundation side will take you go to another level. Let's try for the qualified. Salon only for the absent African Nations Cup for 2 or 3 years. The reason being, now 24 team they go. What they make on a group now 2 they qualify. Playoff no they. Why not for able to qualify for African Nations Cup? Now they go for a very difficult qualification win a World Cup. You just see the format. Don't give the format. Very serious. Very, very difficult. Salon they qualify. Not easy. That 4 best losers, they're very difficult. So now, Mama Kalote, I made for understand, at the area between the line, they go beyond the news. Now that you want to get more of home base for this game against Burkina Faso and Djibouti. Because from there, based on the NSA and the people that were employed, don't tell them, Lord begin build a team. We want to get a team now, where this team want to take now, graduate them, push them for prepare for the Nations Cup qualifying. Come next year, March, we'll begin play the qualifiers for the Africa Cup of Nations. The African Nations Cup, the next edition they play in December when I'm Morocco because of the climate. The very first African Nations Cup they play within the festive month or the festive season when at December. So the government say they get forget the Nations Cup. After the Nations Cup be done in January, in next thing 2 months later, CAF they begin prepare for qualification for the next Nations Cup where he then say get for be hosted. They get 2 countries within this Nations Cup. This country was the CHAN. Because they want to give Kenya, Uganda, they want to give Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, according to where Infantino go. So they will get the next Nations Cup after Morocco. So it's longer for prepare for that qualification day. So yes, indeed, Mr. support that, and I just doggy the analysis of the World Cup qualification were very difficult because we hope all now for finish top. If we never finish top, we will not get for possible. Okay, the Egypt will get a great chance, and Egypt is going to head that group. The only thing we at least get small chance, tiny chance now in Burkina Faso. If you're only 2 game, they get 21. Egypt now just need 1 win no more. As Egypt in the next game, so they have topped the group with 23 points. So you don't see, so Egypt don't afford for lost 2 games. Even it's going to be favored for them. So only Burkina Faso win all 2 game, they get 21. If Egypt got all 2 the game, so automatically now Burkina Faso they top the group. But Egypt no go on that. So they want win the next game, get 23. Relax now for the last game and see. So they don't need 3 points in any carry because it's a come out they get 15 points when at Burkina Faso. And Burkina Faso the next game now at home when at against Guinea-Bissau. They're not going to overplay Egypt again. So Egypt they go all out for win that the next game for get 23 points. So the World Cup maybe they'll pull up, they will pull at a long since not just prepare now for the African Cup of Nations because African Nations Cup now 1 in 1 out. If we present one, we absent the other one, no problem. But for the 2 years we absent by this new format of the African Nations Cup. We now 2 teams of 24. No, Salo for able to qualify in a group. We've not finished first, not finished second. So we hope say now with this kind of administration, the people like London, thank God they say not do not pen down any official contract. This new administration headed by the command of the FA will come with the NSA government representative and the ministry. They will sit down together now. Then again, tax ahead. We want to qualify for the next African Nations Cup. We don't miss out in this Morocco. But the next one now, let's qualify. If you fail to qualify, this and this will happen. So then we want to look at because now we continental tournament than the Nations Cup. What you would do in a World Cup and that we never qualify for Nations Cup. Very unfortunate too. Most of them countries where they top the group for the World Cup. They all appear in a Nations Cup. Egypt where they top the group, they appear. Even Guinea, they say, when they first set for second, they say they make some brilliant moves now for Albert because they get players out, we can able make the difference. So we just up no more say Sierra Leone this time around. Now just come now and prepare ourselves. Let Calon continue with this bunch of players for moving now for the Nations Cup qualifying in March next year. Use as a platform now to use for warm up, build up, and strengthen the squad. But minus that, I might afraid.
Yeah, so now the word that we just feel like it's a preparation this next 2 games. It's a preparation. Though you never say never in terms of football. Then you talk something and that way it's kind of shocking to me where you say, put pen and paper. It's
Officially signed contract it. I will talk officially it's all the rumor be the go say Mamedo asked for $20,000. It was a rumor. He told them himself for negotiate the day by this SLFA election, it's a Madadi Brahma administration, all and to the NSA. I'm saying this, Mamedo cannot get no official contract it. He just prepare himself, and this new administration that we can see with the NSA and Ministry of Sport, then they get an official contract now. Then we just go unveil as coaches. That we are fortunate to do. We only follow administration. The Tomodai administration we do something very wrong. How they go unveil somebody who not get official contract? Is it because out of politics we not do? I'm talking about the football politics. Enough for be so. Let it be done properly. That is what we call administration. Even the transition committee will do the report. They never factor anything they say that was a contract with the national team. All other documents were factored in, but anything like a contract for Leone Stars, coach Mamedo Kalon, no, there is no official contract yet.
Okay, I'm happy where you already pitched the next topic they can talk about. You talk about the FA, no official report, because we therefore can talk at the SLFA committee report will come out recently. So we don't talk about the politics side of the SLFA. I'm very, very happy. So that's the side of the World Cup qualification. The question still remains to the viewers them and all Sierra Leonean out there whether we still get hope for Les Salon reach there as the best losers. So don't forget, we get 2 games there in October, the 8th of October and the 12th of October. We get Djibouti this next game, and the first one we get Burkina Faso. And we just hope Mamedo Kalon will use this time as a preparation for continue for no more, bond more, and get for no in team coming in next year match. Well, if you just join we, don't start Liberty Sport, and one of the only sports shows where they gonna a tentative overview of all the sports programs them na the country. But today we just focus on football, and we don't talk about the under-17 victory of the women there, waiting at the mean for the country as a whole and the body of SLFA, but we'll look at the hopes of Sierra Leone qualification. Now we'll take a short break, then after that we can talk about the SLFA committee reports we come out recently where they do an honest assessment of how the SLFA body they report they out. Those people when are football lovers them, you might don't see them, so we go just come and get certain things there for pick out of that particular report day. Not left the station. Then our Facebook page and YouTube page, na Liberty Online TV, and continue for comment and watch the program, and also send a text to the number +232 74 200 545. So till we come back. So welcome back to the Liberty Sports, live na Liberty Online TV. You can stream on our Facebook page and our YouTube page. Just type Liberty Online TV. And today we there with Mr. Pahali, and it already give you an overview about the Sierra Leone and World Cup qualification. And we also don't congratulate the under-17 women team, and then don't show what that mean for a country at large. So stay tuned with Liberty. Now we can go on to the SLFA committee reports. I got through the reports, and then Apple for say this report it be so blunt. Like anything where them pick, anything where them gather, anything where they observe, they no left. Then put some by the report, because we know most of the times where reports then can come out, people then can tend for sugarcoat them. People like it tend not for make them the way no day. But this report is totally different. One of the things that will come out, they say governance breakdown, administrative failure, unresolved allegations about that 14-year-old abuse case, competitions and the referees. Don't they say the media and the marketing side of the SLFA and not really the boom? So what do you think, say, what are your general observation with that particular report today? Though how blunt and frank if you say this report tell we about the SLFA committee?
Thank you again. The transition committee headed by Dr. Isaac Masakoy as the chairman, followed by Honorable Siraji Olinskama, vice chair. You got 3 members with the secretary Natanu Jallo. You get one lady called Aisha Bawo, ASQ, a lawyer. You get more, Wayne David Moore, Wayne in charge of finance. They get one Awuna Mans Davis, Wayne in the head of HR in that committee, or the HR lead. These are the committee them. Then set up this committee based on after the SLFA August 2nd election 2025, where Babadi Kama emerged as president. Say, just take over the office, you do a holistic view or investigation into the Football Association before you take over. And the committee make it clear they don't go for go investigate anything but finance at the SLFA, but they go for go look into all the departments, finance department, administration, the technical department, competition department, to name but few, where they do them report, they don't finally done within them be able pick. Say the SLFA is a skeleton. That's to say SLFA they operate as an administrative office. So because of that, the committee recommends various things has to be done. So the Sierra Leone Football Association, SLFA, Executive Committee need for look into this report and some of the recommendations where they factor into that report. One amongst them are the media and marketing, it will be split. It will be media and communication, and also marketing and commerce. They also say the administrative part of SLFA, the governance structure or system, they work well. Staff, they don't get no contracts, they don't get no appointment letter, and also a lot of things pick up. And also they look into the technical part of it, that they be very disappointed when Mama Kalon they want to talk to, I not be agree for letting get interview, but John Kista become and help them for know more about the technical part, where they get a whole technical department. They also look at the ongoing construction projects, where they say now the technical facility where they say now $527,000 where they say they already paid 95% of that contract, at 419 at just $37,000 balance left. They say, well, that's facts, then pick them up. So let the executive committee look into that. Also, we up to now, don't contract it, don't the contract, then you don't go pay 95% of the money. They also say the executive committee need for structure SLFA1, then short staff, SLFA, they work as I for work. So there's a lot of things. So when they look at the football association, they find out say there is a lot has to be done in that SLFA based on the report published on the 19th of this month, where they be doing last week Friday na Amiata conference. So you're unfortunate on the way how the committee say the SLFA they as a whole football structure, there is no organogram. The football structure no day. SLFA not get that one day at all. So find out say there is a big labs, there is a maladministration. That's the exact word. There is a maladministration in the SLFA when the executive committee they can take over soon.
Yeah. So this new president for the SLFA, it don't come and meet these challenges. I think it's just a month old or almost 2 months now.
Close now to 2 months.
Close to 2 months into enroll. What do you expect? I guess a lot of things that we don't see certain bright side already. We are in it make an opportunity for the people to go watch Salon game na Liberia, even it make some medias then go. And I see they do a lot of things we are in, they draw people in together, let people that know where they go on inside the SLF. Even this committee report is one of a very significant thing. So what do you think this new administration go really help this particular SLFA, looking at the trend of how SLFA don't be to how then they now?
Well, I think for Lady Affairs of Listeners, I believe this committee, this executive committee headed by Mr. Babadi Kama as the president of the Sierra Leone Football Association, they are going to work on that report. And maybe, as I said, we'll forget how to call a retreat with the executive committee and few senior staff na the SLFA, go look at that report and they will act to that report. And I tell you, already we already get some clues say that report they get for act on and seriously based on the findings where the transition committee be get for do na the SLFA will present to them, and the executive committee will come out with a statement. Yesterday, self, he don't travel out of the country for an international assignment. Somebody come out together with the Vice President one, Ali Badarata Wali, and the acting secretary, Mohamed Ben Simbao. You believe the shows of CLO yesterday in the evening. Don't travel out of the country. They go FIFA and CAF. He will return back on the 7th of October. Closely, he go do 2 months when he go they come. And that report, they go for work on it because he say now I'm going to an office where he don't know the status of the office. Now he has already know the status of the office. So they get for SIDOM and a retreat where they'll go and use that document as a blueprint and act on them. And I show people what they get from them that report they get for act on them seriously, because there is a lot of gap where they find out in that report. So for that the SLFA be as an office, as a proper administrative office, that reports the executive committee go act on them, and we will get the latest from them very soon.
So quickly before we end there, you talk about politics, so we talk about the Sierra Leone qualification and things. How important that SLFA for be organized, for be together, and therefore tighten up things, for let the effects and the results show to win either with national male team or with national football team?
Well, how important are based on the report where the transition team don't report to we. Look on the technical aspect, they say, cool, imagine they play with a vest. Vest with them play with, they broke them, take them with the sweat bag, go put on a store. A lot of cartoon balls and all day. There's no proper administrative system, no they go under the SLFA. So because of that maladministration will be the happen under the past administration. So this present executive committee, Babadi Kama executive committee, can correct those things there. So if they want to succeed and make sure say football one eye for one, let's get a proper administration. Let everybody know in role. Even compliance, they're not get possible that we are as a compliance officer. We for make sure say every to the general secretary for beginning one at our in work. The compliance manager or the person they will be as compliance person. Now, in make sure say when they give work, if you do them, give directives to everybody. All that they lacking at the SLFA. So because of that, there is no organogram at the SLFA. All that made the SLFA become very difficult for one as an administrative body. SLFA is this another football association, a big body that one day. So when they sit down, they do something like in a way that way not proper. They tell from the performance of the various categories of team. As long as the administrative part don't be structured, all that part will be structured. Because when you lack administration, when you lack organizational structure, you lack the technical structure, all those things put together, they made the whole administrative building not become worth it, not become more important. But as I say, the new executive committee, possibly come about the camera, he always tell me in a media reports meeting, he say elect for the die for a name. So when he come here and I make sure say let things be done properly and done professionally. Because doing campaign talk about integrity, transparency, and also make sure say things has to be done transparently, things has to be done with a transparent way for them to get an accountability and also integrity at the keyword we talk about. So I believe say with that, we will see thank God they come 2 months, come next week, like so, you got 2 months in office, then wait for seeing what thing will be the progress in the other departmental issues of the Sierra Leone Football Association.
Well, now so we go end the Liberty Sports, the midday sport on Saturday today. We give thanks to Mr. Pal Ali, we join with today. We don't give you a tentative overview of Sierra Leone faith and hope in the World Cup qualification, and also it don't talk about waiting the woman they need for let them back get that support and really put the country to the map. Then it also don't talk about the SLFA committee reports, where really to be honest with you, not just until we the football lovers then Sierra Leone go look for see, and we hope say this new administration will do something and make sure say this football will become a priority and become a source of putting we country na the map. So now so we the left for now, and thanks to the production team, thanks to Mr. Mohamed Kamara and Madam Mabel Kaba, and then also to the technical team, Mr. Musa Sao Koroma and Mr. Samuel Thomas. And may we bring the program to you, Mina Leagues, Sote another Saturday, 12 midday. Don't forget to you can also watch the recap of the program now with Liberty pages them, now YouTube and Facebook. Till another episode, Tata. you.